So the world, let's change that now. Don't think of it as people. Okay, because people can flow between the world and the above, between the below and the above, between the flesh and the spirit. The world is the below, is the fleshly, the earthly. He says, if the below hates you, the people that are in that space, that mindset, that's their connection, he says, know that it hated me first. Because the below is a rejection of the above. You know, we have that in John 1. Probably turn there, I guess. Let's see. In verse 10, John 1:10 says, he was in the world, and the world came to be through him, and the world did not know him, didn't have a relationship with him. He came to his own, and his own did not receive him. By the way, his own in this verse is before he came in the flesh. It wasn't coming to the apostles, or as Christianity would think, the Christians. This is, he came to those he created, people, and they did not receive him. Remember, he doesn't put on the flesh suit for another couple of verses in verse 14. This is chronological from verse 1, before there was existence. There was just the Father and the Word. He said, but they didn't receive him. Why? Because the below didn't receive the above. Only few individuals. And we see that starting in Genesis. There's only a few of the individuals. The rest reject. Now, he refers to that rejecting as hate. I know hate's a very strong word. So when he says if the world hates you, maybe better translated, rejects you, shuns you, marginalizes you, whatever. Discounts your value. He says, don't be surprised. They do that to me too. They did it to me before they did it to you, he says, verse 18. See, 25 minutes. We've just started covering one verse. Okay. He says, if you were of the below or the world, the flesh, the earthly, would love its own. You had friends that used to love you very nicely, and family members that loved you very nicely, and now all of a sudden they treat you like an enemy. Did they change? No, you did. You're not of them anymore. You're with them, but you're not of them. And they sense that. You've changed. They don't appreciate at this point yet that it's a good change. That's a positive change. But you are different. He says, if you were like them, they would not hate you. They would love you because you'd be like them. But because you are not of the world, so if you're not of the world, then what are you? You're of the above. You're of the heavenly. You're of the spiritual. He says, but because you're not of the world, but I chose you out of the world, for that reason the world rejects you, hates you, doesn't get it. They treat you the way they do.